Okay, so rhythm number one. So the first thing we introduced was the whole note. Let's talk about time signature first. So see, we got this 4/4 here. Basically, this is saying that you have 4 quarter notes that fill up the bar. Quarter note gets a beat, or basically one beat. So each beat that you're following is the length of a quarter note. Now, with the whole note here, you'll know it's a whole note because it's just the open circle by itself. There's no stem or anything like that. It's just the open circle. That gets a count of 4. And then over here we had the half note introduced, which gets a count of 2. So no matter what beat that half note starts on, it's going to last 2 full beats. So here, the half note starts on beat 1. So that's going to last over beats 1 and 2. And then here, this starts on beat 3. So that'll last over beats 3 and 4. So on one of these later exercises, in fact, I think it's this one. Yeah. See, we have the half note here that starts on beat 2, and it lasts a count of 2, so that means it goes across beats 2 and 3. Yeah, and then we have these double dots here, and we have double dots over here. So remember, with the double dots on the left side of this double bar, so we got the thick bar and the thin bar together. So when you see them on this left side of it, that indicates a repeat is supposed to happen. So you come back to where the dots are going, or on the right side of the double bar, and you play through that again. So by default, it just means play it twice. So you play through this once and twice, and then after you finish that, you move on to the next bar if there are any. In this case, there is a bar to finish the progression. So make sure when you practice these, you're going to tap your foot, and I want you to count out loud 1, 2, 3, 4, the whole time you're playing these things. It's really, a lot of it's just to build a good foundation and good habits in your rhythm playing. So, I won't be able to see my foot moving so well. You might see the guitar go up and down a bit, but I'm going to count off 4, so this way you can follow along on the video with me if you want to. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Now the last bar, it is a whole note, but that's really just to. I made it a whole note to fill out the bar there. You just go hit that chord at the end to finish the piece, and you're good. Another thing to think about that was mentioned in the lesson is, instead of trying to aim your strumming directly on the beat, remember, you want to aim like a split second after. So our human tendency is to rush things, especially as guitar players. Us guitar players like to rush the hell out of everything, right? We're always trying to play it too fast. So if you aim to play just a split second after the beat, that usually puts you right where you want to be. And if you're just a hair late on the beat, you actually sound more in time than if you're a hair early. So keep that in mind. Just play real laid back. Sometimes you got to play slower than you think, but this rhythm exercise number 2 today, this one introduced the quarter note. So the half note had the open circle, but it also has the vertical stick, which is called a stem. stem. Now the quarter note is basically, it's like a half note. It has the stem, but it's filled in. So the filled in circle, the solid black dot plus the stem, is a quarter note. And this gets a count of 1, which is how long our beat is. Just one count. So, on the count of 4, let's go through this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Sometimes I'll say done at the end. Okay. So just a different combination of quarter notes, half notes, whole notes here. Here we go. Count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Alright, number 4, the last rhythm exercise. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this one. So this is the only one you're going to do metronome speed work. So with all the rhythm stuff, I just want you to play each one of them at least 3 times a day and keep it at 60 beats a minute. And this is going to help prepare you for the harder rhythm counting we're going to do next time. So this, if you count out the rhythm, you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 So these are the eighth notes here. So eighth note is half the value of a quarter note, and you note an eighth note when it has one flag coming off of it. So here we have 2 eighth notes connected by the one flag, so it's easy to see each beat. So that's beat 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Your pick direction is going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Alright, so I'm going to demonstrate this at 60 and then a few other speeds. But remember, I want you to stop this. I want you to approach the metronome practice the way I had you do it earlier in the lesson today. You play the exercise correctly one time, just once. No multiple repeats, anything like that. Play it just how it's written. Play it correctly one time, and then bump the metronome up by 5 beats per minute. And then you play the exercise again, get it correct, bump it up by 5. So So that's what you want to do every single time. Make sure you write down how fast you get each time you practice, and then you'll know what you're trying to beat each time. Okay. So here we go with 60 beats a minute. Now here it is at 100. Now I'm going to 100 only to do demonstration purposes right now. So just make sure that when you practice, you can just go up by 5 beats per minute. If I did that right now, this would be a very long video recap. So here we go at 100. $140. 180. 200. 220. And the goal speed, 240. So that's what you're working up to here with these eighth notes, 240 beats a minute. So just remember, so let's say you get to 180 beats per minute off your first practice session. Remember, make sure that on the next practice session you still start at 60 beats per minute. It's very important to do that. It just really helps solidify your mechanics, and all that slow practice, the slow repetition stuff, it just makes you that much better of a player. And I know you can play faster than this, but remember, our goal right now is to get you playing in time with the metronome and being able to hear that click and follow it at doing the eighth note stuff. So this way you can go on to 16th notes again and have a better, a better feel and understanding of following the beat. So that's what we're doing here. So just work on the new stuff, none of the old. Definitely still work on the scales. Keep doing the improv stuff, have fun with that. Don't forget the scale shapes. We'll be combining those eventually. But right now, I want to focus on getting the rhythm tighter, and so you can do your speed work practice and kick ass at it. Yeah. All right. If you have any questions before next week, let me know. And I'll see you then.